any point. This is a very public area, and they feed, of course, the turtles. So I thought I'd help out. That was my intention.
To legally remove or attempt to remove an alligator, you have to have a license or a permit, as the sheriff's office noted in Robert's arrest report. We have an entire story about alligator laws in Florida on clickorlando.com. I'll link it to this story. In Cape Canaveral, Brevard County, I'm James Sparvero, Getting Results News 6.
A warning for parents tonight after deputies confirm a new social media trend urging minors to reach out to sexual predators has made its way here to Florida.
The St. Johns County Sheriff's Office confirms its deputies responded to at least 2 of these cases in the last couple of weeks. Ashley Harding from our affiliate in Jacksonville breaks down the urgent advice to parents.
These days, it may feel like there's a social media challenge for everything, but imagine one that could put your child face to face with a predator. That's the warning from St. Johns County Sheriff's Office.
SJSO deputies have responded to several incidents involving juveniles intentionally seeking out sexual predators using fake social media profiles with the intent to meet and confront them in person.
In your 30-plus year career in law enforcement, have you ever heard of something like this?
No, this is by far the singular most stupid thing that could possibly be out there for these kids to do. It is so dangerous. This is the kind of challenge that...
News4JAX crime and safety analyst Tom Hackney's background includes working in sex crimes with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. He says these types of predators are waiting for opportunity, and they jump on it no matter how it presents itself. To highlight this, Hackney recalled an infamous case right here in Jacksonville.
You know, if you're approached by somebody in a Dollar General store and they're wanting to look out for your kid and buy them some clothes, those are opportunities that presented themselves. So, you know, here's an opportunity that somebody who's an offender or a predator has somebody reach out to them. That's just horrifying.
This is why parents need to have conversations with their kids about these dangers and to understand this is not TV or social media. This is real life.
Let them grow up. Don't be in their business then. But when they're kids, and especially when they have these portals to the world and idiotic things like this that tempt them, you have to be on top of them.
Keeping your kids safe as families navigate the ever-evolving world of technology and social media.
And that was Ashley Harding reporting from our affiliate in Jacksonville. I mean, kids have so much extra time on their hands over the summer, and those devices are often also in their hands. So,
golly, that's crazy. Yeah. Reaching out. Oh.
Well, there is no shortage of things to do in Central Florida.
Yeah, we're talking about some abandoned trails at state parks, too. It's one of the top trending stories on clickorlando.com.
And it is almost the beginning for a new school year. We were there when this teacher got the classroom makeover of her dreams. That's next. Jonathan.
And we are pinpointing some healthy thunderstorms in Osceola County right now. Also pinpointing the tropics, this tropical wave again coming in this direction. We're going to talk about the latest modeling when it comes to Invest 97L. It's been designated. Coming up in a few minutes after the break.
Thursday evening traffic alert. I'm back, so I'll let you know what's going on over your evening commute. So you're going to see some rolling roadblocks overnight west of the downtown area, specifically in your express lanes. These are moving because they're simply just cleaning up the road out there. However, they're moving with about 5 or 6 vehicles, so just make sure you're paying attention. Some minor lane closures up in Seminole, I-4, 46, 46A, and then, of course, a little further south down towards our areas of Lake Nona. We have seen some work taking place around 417 from about Moss Park to the Narcoossee area. These aren't extreme shutdowns all the time. You just need to be aware. I'm Trooper Steve with your News 6 traffic alert. Drive safely. I'll catch you in the morning.
All right, let's take you outside, give you a live look from the Launch Credit Union Port Cam at Port Canaveral. Folks on the coast are like, what rain are you talking about? Even though we've been getting just downpours here in the metro, especially Osceola County right now. Meteorologist Jonathan Kegas joins us. So that is what's happening today, and then eventually we're going to talk about Invest 97L as well and the impacts that could bring us.
That's true, yeah. We've been looking for Sunday, Monday time frame on that tropical entity, that tropical wave now that's designated Invest 97L. Again, we talked about that. It's a technical term from the Hurricane Center, but we get all of the high-tech models from NOAA that start to get run on this, and we get a little bit of better data. The hurricane hunters are up in there, so by tonight, as you tune in at 11, and I hope you do, we're going to have fresh new model runs for you that have that Hurricane Hunter aircraft data in it. So there we go. We have some super heavy rain and thunderstorms right now to the west of Yeehaw Junction, again, right to the turnpike. So again, early heads up, you're likely hearing the thunder at the very least, seeing the darker clouds to your northwest in Yeehaw Junction, Kenansville. We've been talking about you guys for a while. Now that rain is just arriving. We have some of the heavier stuff leaving the Orlando metro area into the Kissimmee area as well, getting lighter for us into Claremont, Mineola, and Deltona. Just a couple of lingering sprinkles for us. We showed you this just a second ago. The shot, beautiful in Port Canaveral with our Launch Credit Union camera. Temperatures back to the upper 80s, the breeze at about 10 miles an hour. 89 at the Cape again, 87 for us in Cocoa Beach. Miko, good evening. We're back to the upper 80s. Where it rained, we're in the upper 70s around the Orlando area and for us along I-75. Now here's a look at your pinpoint, accurate forecast.
Your forecast is sponsored by Florida Lottery.
We're back to the mid-90s. Tomorrow inland along the coast, we're hanging around 90 degrees. We're at 94 in Wildwood into Nobleton. Pinpointing the storms for tonight, Future Radar doing a nice job taking the rest of these and pushing them back to the south gradually through the evening. Once we get into tomorrow, we're going to have a sunny start for outside working, 8 o'clock in the morning. Again, lots of sunshine, and then we will bubble up more storms back into the picture. We will have a slightly better opportunity along the coast to get in on some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms, but the main opportunity and the highest shot again will focus themselves inland. That is 7 o'clock for you on your Friday, and then we will kind of watch those fizzle out gradually through the evening. All right, here are the latest computer models on Invest 97L. Again, as our tropical wave, they were first run this morning. So this is the first batch of these models that have come out, and right now there's at least some consensus to take this into the eastern Gulf of Mexico. So we are watching it closely. We talked about this a few days ago. A weaker storm, a longer storm to consolidate, would have a tendency to be west, and that is the scenario that it chose. And now that it's going to interact with Cuba, it's already interacting with Hispaniola as well. It will likely stay on this track, being bullied by the Bermuda high that's hanging out over Bermuda. This is not the official forecast cone. We get those whenever the tropical depression has been developed or a potential tropical cyclone comes our way. This is simply a timeline here. And again, you're going to notice not much or at any strengthening, really, with this system coming through over the next couple of days. It's going to be once it leaves Cuba. And the main point here that we're going to watch over the weekend is where does it leave Cuba? A further western launching point, so to speak. That means it has a longer time over water. It has a bigger potential to go towards Mississippi, Alabama, and the Florida Panhandle. If it were to leave closer toward the Florida Keys, it's going to have a shorter time over water, but then more of the Florida Peninsula is going to be impacted. It also going to have the opportunity to really slow down or stall out. So that's going to be the other thing that we are watching. And again, we're going to have fresh models with Hurricane Hunter data in them. So tune in at 11 o'clock to see that. 96 degrees on Saturday. Again, Sunday into Monday is going to be the deal that we are watching for any potential impacts because of the steering currents so small, so low, and because of the strength of the system right now. A lot of uncertainty with this one, guys.
No doubt. Thank you, Jonathan. Well, with the first day of school right around the corner, many teachers are getting a free classroom makeover.
And it is always just priceless to see the teacher's reaction during the big reveal. Today, an educator who teaches students who are deaf and hard of hearing got quite the surprise. News 6's Mark Lehman is at Altamont Elementary.
Wow, oh my gosh.
It's a new beginning for a new school year.
It's beautiful.
Brianna Balch teaches deaf and hard of hearing students at Altamont Elementary, and she's seeing her classroom for the first time after a dream makeover.
How are you feeling about all this?
I'm honestly shocked. I was not expecting this. I mean, this is like way past my expectations.
Brianna is one of 4 winners of Edition Financial's 6th annual Renovate to Educate contest. After submitting an essay about her idea for a dream classroom, the credit union paid for the overhaul, with employees rolling up their sleeves and getting to work.
There's $4,000 worth of supplies and material in each of these classrooms, and 20 credit union volunteers came in and painted and built and made this classroom come to life.
Brianna says some of the most important upgrades were added storage, a reading area for students, and vibrant colors throughout her room.
Just being in a fun, welcoming classroom environment is really important for all students, but especially our students who learn through their eyes.
A lot of the changes to this classroom are certainly visual. They're tactile as well. Right over here is one of 2 calm down corners where a student can grab a weighted stuffy, sit down, and relax if they're overwhelmed.
The vision was created by a student with Seminole State College's interior design program. It was a special mission for Laura Giancarlo, who was a former teacher.
Being able to do this touches my teacher heart. Sorry.
It's okay.
So it makes me just feel really good that I could help her.
And all of this will help provide a supportive environment for Brianna's students. It's also warming her heart, knowing she has the tools to set them on a path for success.
I want to say thank you to the whole team. Edition Financial is awesome. I'm just really lucky and grateful for all of you guys, so thank you so much.
In Altamont Springs, Mark Lehman, Getting Results, News 6.
By far the best story today.
And I love that she signed during the interview.
Absolutely.
That's such a great touch. Incredible. So happy for her.
Absolutely. And the students. You could
Yes.
tell they were all really excited about that. Well, we are excited about this. A great contest to tell you about here on News 6. Right now, you have a chance to win up to $500 in grocery gift cards from Kroger.
An added plus to this, too, the chain only offers delivery in Florida. So if you win, you can do all that shopping from the comfort of your home, just on the couch with the feet up. We're picking 20 winners for this contest, too. You can enter daily to increase those chances. Just go to clickorlando.com/insider, fill out the form, and if you're not an insider, it is free to join. The contest runs until August 11th. Well, when we come back, we'll have a look at the stories trending right now on Central Florida's #1 news website, clickorlando.com. Stay with us.
Coming up in the morning, the latest push to find more school bus drivers with just days to go before kids go back to school.
Plus, we're closely watching that tropical wave in the Atlantic. I'll have the overnight models and what it means for your weekend forecast.
We'll see you for News 6 mornings 5 to 7. You got to watch before you go.
Okay, let's take a look at what's trending right now on Central Florida's #1 news website, clickorlando.com. The top story, Invest 97L, that we've been tracking for you all day. Julie was pinpointing it all evening for us. Meteorologist Jonathan Kagis has been here at 6 and 6:30 and will be here tonight at 11, giving us the very latest track on that. And here are some of the trending stories right now as well. A new contest for our new 6 insiders. Tomorrow, we begin our Daytona International Speedway VIP Meet and Greet Experience contest, where we are giving away a grand prize of 2 tickets to driver meet and greet experiences at Coke Zero 400 and 8 secondary prizes of 2 tickets to the Wawa 250 or the Coke Zero 400. You can find all the details on clickorlando.com. And if you're not an insider, it is free to sign up.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing.
Let's go.
And finally, we found 7 trails, speaking of racing, across Florida that lead you to abandoned ruins. 2 of them are actually in Central Florida too, so it's creating a lot of chatter on social media. And for more on that, we turn to clickorlando.com and News 6 digital producer Anthony Talcott. He joins us now. So, Tony, take us on a trip down some of these trails.
Yeah, well, thanks, Justin. So these trails are tucked away in a lot of different corners of the state. Some are on islands, some are nestled in the woods, and others are deep in Florida's state parks. But what they've all got in common is that they lead to some mysterious abandoned ruins. Now, here's a rundown of 7 notable ones that we dug up. Now, one that's close to us is the Bulow Plantation Ruins in Flagler Beach, which was a sugar plantation in the 1800s before being burned to the ground by a Native American tribe. Nowadays, people can explore the ruins and look at the remains of the buildings that were once located there. And in Volusia County, you can find a bunch of strange dinosaur statues at Dunlawton Sugar Mill Gardens. It was once a sugar factory, though a businessman turned it into a jungle-themed park called Bongoland in the 1940s, which is how the dinos got there to begin with. There's also Egmont Key in St. Petersburg, where the remains of Fort Dade remain, complete with an abandoned movie theater, bowling alley, and tennis court. And then West Martello Tower in Key West features an ancient military battery that's been overrun with greenery. Indian Key hosts the remains of an old wrecker community from the 1830s on an island down south. And then the last 2 on the list are Crystal River State Park, where visitors can climb atop an ancient Native American ceremonial temple mound that predates settlers in the Americas, and Bellamy Bridge in Mariana, which is considered the most haunted bridge in the state thanks to a ghost story of a woman searching for her deceased husband. Now, while hours tend to vary, a lot of these locations are open to the public, so you can go out and explore them at your leisure. Now, for more details about each of these abandoned places, you can check out my story up on our website. And as always, you can find all of our top stories on the homepage of clickorlando.com. Lisa, Justin?
That's pretty fascinating.
I was interested until he mentioned the haunted ones.
Really? That kind of freaks
you
you
don't
out.
get the haunted
Yeah.
stuff? Interested in that.
And just to think, Bongo Land in the 1940s, you know,
Ahead of its time a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seems pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Really neat. All right, thank you, Tony. All right, so meteorologist Jonathan Kagis joins us now. I was curious throughout the day, and I don't want to put you guys on the spot or anything like that, but what are the chances that this does get a name, this Invest 97L? Does that depend on its track and how much it'll be in the Gulf where those warmer waters are and give it a chance to kind of accelerate a little bit?
Yeah, so the further west it goes over Cuba, I think the higher opportunity it's going to have to get a name. There's certainly
What is
a chance
the name, by the way?
that it would be Debbie.
Okay, so if we see Debbie, this is what we're talking about.
That is correct, yeah. There's nothing else in the game right now, so yeah, if it doesn't name, it's going to be Debbie. And again, if it gets to anywhere to the west of, if it launches kind of right around the Florida Keys area, I think it's going to have a decent shot to get the name. Regardless, if it does that though, then we have a ton of heavy rain coming down the pipeline here, and that means that we'll have the opportunity to get stalled. We're going to have a breakdown of that. What we're going to watch for this weekend, it's coming on Sunday, Monday potentially, but the things that we watch from a forecast perspective at 11.
All right, thanks for watching News 6 at 6:30.
Have a great night.
Okay.
Maybe you've just had surgery, or maybe you've sustained an injury from some yard work over the weekend. Whatever the case is, you might need physical therapy. And if you do, I'm here to tell you exactly where you need to come. We are at the Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute, and I am joined by Simone Brussier, who is a physical therapist here. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Of course.
We're at the downtown facility, this big, brand new, beautiful facility where you get people healthy again. But the centerpiece is this simulator, and it's pretty amazing. Tell me how this works.
So the simulator for us is a way to smoothly transition from the rehab space to the field, and it gives our athletes the opportunity to practice their sport in here. So for example, we use that for return to kicking because we don't want our athletes to be kicking the ball on the field for the first time. We want to practice it over here, and so it allows them to do it here in a safe environment under our supervision. And then we can go over any symptoms that they might have with it and also how we can optimize their performance.
You have a partnership with the Orlando City soccer team as well as the Orlando Pride. What's that like working here with those superstars of our community?
We feel privileged. We're excited to be able to help them to get back to the highest level. And we're also excited to really give them our expertise. They're experts in their field, playing, and we're experts in our field, and I think the combination of both really leads to success.
So Patrick Hewsome joins us now, and you work with the golf simulator. Simone just showed us how it works with soccer. Tell me, how do you use this for golf?
So we use our technology and our cameras here to take a look at your swing. See how you hit it, maybe see how far you hit it, but most importantly, see if you have any pain or any restrictions throughout your swing.
So you kind of do an assessment almost through the simulator, which is kind of a cool, fun way to start. And then you go out there in the rehab room and you do the work.
Correct, yep. So if I notice you have limited mobility in your back, we want to take you over there and work on some stretches, maybe some manual techniques. Then we can come back right over here and see you swing again, and hopefully it looks a little looser and hopefully you hit a little better.
So what kind of difference are you seeing in the results through using the golf simulator that maybe you didn't have before?
Yeah, so we can ideally see them hit the ball better without pain and possibly farther. But, break it down, no pain first, hit the ball without pain, see where it goes, and you can increase the speed and the distance. But ultimately, getting them to play as long as they want to play for.
It's another reason to choose well with Orlando Health. If you would like more information, you can visit orlandohealth.com/ortho.